What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we're going to be doing another lot check. I got a whole vehicle full of Star Wars stuff today. This is all from Wilmington, North Carolina, so it was a 4-hour round trip. So we're going to take a moment, get this stuff inside, and then we're going to see what we got. All right, everybody, we are inside. We got everything out of the vehicle. This one is going to have some visitors, some guest appearances. I'm sure my kids are home too, so we might even see them. But yeah, we're just going to jump into it. I'm not going to try to drag this one out too long, even though it's a ton of stuff to look through. But let's start with this one right here. Closest one to me. This one, I believe, was a lot of the masks. So this one actually, surprisingly, this is like such an expensive Black Series helmet that this guy is still worth money, even though it's just a mask. This one looks messed up like this, but I feel like that was like the way they designed it. So I'm gonna double check this one, but yeah, I almost feel like this is how they made the helmet on purpose. All right, we got here Micro Machines, kind of a throwback to the old school Micro Machines from the 90s and stuff. Let's see the back. This is another Micro Machines. This is a Star Destroyer. It just kind of opens up into little play sets, but it kind of starts out looking like, say, the Millennium Falcon, and then opens up to something totally unrelated usually, but pretty cool. These cats were looking forward to these boxes. We'll go ahead and get this one out of the way. This is just a action figure with ship. It's a 3.75 inch figure. Snow Speeder is what it says. All right, a lot of these. I think she said there was 9 of these. I never actually heard of this. It's almost like a Funko Pop, but not really. Ray Kylo. I like the art style on it, even though it's not Funko. It's still kind of cool. Han Solo and Lando, young Han Solo, young Lando. Pretty cool. So still got the gold leg. Young Obi, Darth Maul, episode 1. You can barely even see him in there. You can see his eyes a little bit. Maybe on the back, but Salacious Crumb and Jabba. Jabba looks twisted. Everybody's favorite Rhodian, Greedo. The last one of these, the last one from this box, is Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader without his helmet. All right. Be right back with the next box. All right, so we got that one over there now. We're gonna get this other bin right quick, and then we'll move on to some of these other items. So this one is a deluxe, I believe, Blade Builders. I didn't really know if I should pull the trigger on this lot because it had a lot of these in here. But honestly, I was looking some of these up and they still are worth really good money. I'm not a big sequel fan, but you know, the data has been telling me since I started reselling Star Wars stuff that the sequel stuff sells. I don't know what it is, just young people that like it, you know, to each their own. But then we got cats inside of here. That's probably the most valuable thing in here. Hopefully they're chilling in there. please don't scratch this up. All right. Thank you. Get. Y'all can play in them, just not in this one, please. And we're back. I just didn't want him to scratch that box up anymore. Like I said, that you'll see here in a bit, that is probably the most expensive thing in this lot. This is like a baton from that dude that fought Finn. I haven't seen the sequels in a long time, but I do remember that guy. Electronic Riot baton. I'm gonna put this on top of here just to keep them out. It's weird. She said this was from her personal collection, all this stuff, but I don't really know why you would get blade builders and not open them up, especially, you know, if they're already getting kind of damaged. But yeah, it's like an Inquisitor sword. You see my hand in there. It actually is like pretty good size, but a little small. Definitely made for kid's hand. But yeah, you can kind of like all these things. You can just buy different ones, put them together. Like this Darth Vader one, you could connect it to like that set that I just showed you. It's an electronic lightsaber too, so it lights up and got sound and stuff, I believe. Got a Yoda saber. This is a Luke Skywalker saber. You can see down here in the bottom, this just kind of, there's like a little thing that pops in there. A whole lot of these, but they're all new and should be pretty easy to sell, hopefully. I don't have to worry about trying to get primo dollar or anything. Just sell it, price it well, price it to move, and it should help pay for this lot. This one, I believe, was one of the more valuable of these. I screenshot some of the stuff from the listing. Not everything in the listing was, or not everything here was on the listing. It's just, you can only do 10 photos on Facebook Marketplace. But this was one of the more valuable ones, and it's in pretty good shape considering how some of the other ones look. I got Rey, Starkiller base, Luke's saber, Anakin's saber. Got another Kylo, and you can see the difference between this one and like this one. But yeah, still worth pretty good money. People just I've had stuff like really high end, or not really high end, but high end older vintage stuff from the original trilogy that's still sitting on eBay and Marketplace and not selling at like really good low prices. But stuff like this, man, people are willing to buy this stuff with missing pieces and everything else and still pay good money for it. So it's one of the reasons why I was willing to gamble on this lot, even though it's not really my wheelhouse, not everything, you know, it's not my favorite trilogy. But yeah, hopefully we'll be able to make that money back. So that's the end of that one. These cats are loving all these smells. They want back in that box, I'm sure, but I blocked it off for them. But yeah, let's clean this one up and then we'll see you in the next one. All right, so next up I'm going to open one of these boxes. These both have a bunch of small items in it. I'm just gonna put them in here just to keep from making a giant mess. Luckily she packed all this stuff up for me, but like I said, it's just a lot of small stuff. Ponda Baba. BB-8 lunchbox, metal. Whole lot of Pez. Got a Jabba, it's like Funko Pop Pez. She said she had every character from Star Wars, the Funko Pops. Didn't buy any from her. I didn't want to insult her with what I might have been able to offer. This was a big lot, big purchase. Probably actually was the biggest purchase that I've done so far. But I'm pretty sure this will keep me busy for a long time and hopefully be able to make that money back. A lot of these are going to be small numbers, so you got to be careful on what you package it in, and what kind of numbers you're accepting. Hey, get on. They're trying to chew on this. Got a Darth Vader insulated cup, as well as a C-3PO. Another one of these micro machines. This is actually a R2 one. They had an R2 one in the 90s as well. I have that on eBay currently from a different lot. Boba Fett animated. Boba Fett prototype, cool. This is a wall decal. And some of this stuff, I'm gonna count it up and see what my number was, but some of this stuff is just good. You know, people hit me up about a character they're looking for or something, and they're like, hey, can you make it an even 60 or whatever, you know, and they got $55 or $57 or something, and throwing one or two of these in there and make everybody happy, keep customers happy. I'm not sure where this try me button is. May the force be with you. I'm not sure what this is. His head turns. Maybe some kind of candy. Oh, I bet it is. Little candy dispenser. McKay's Star Wars action figure. Pretty cool, the red one. 12-inch. Could be worth something with the gun. I've never seen this packaging before, so I don't know. Oh, you know what? This is a pre-owned. It's from like a bookstore. That's cool. Sorry, my nose is a little bit runny on. Pass. Not sure what that is. Some kind of something. Oh, like keychains and little ends and odds. This almost looks like it came from like, oh, from a Happy Meal. Nice Chewbacca cup. Put that down here. BB-8 watch. I'm gonna try to move a little quick through this stuff. Happy Meal, kind of cool. Bobblehead Kylo. This is just a super tiny, like, squish ball. I've seen these at like Dollar General and stuff, so this stuff might take a while to sell, or you can just bundle it up together and try to get a few bucks real quick. Micro machines. These can do all right. Ooh. Okay, so that micro machines is opened, but that's the only one so far that's done anything like that. It's still like pretty much sealed, but maybe that'll be a keeper. I don't know. Let me put this one off to the side. Oh, I have slippers. Some of it is loose. Another lunchbox. Like wobblers. This is another, maybe that's what that Kylo was or something. This is actually a little bit taller, it looks like, than that Kylo. That Kylo's a Funko. This is something different. We got him and Han. Princess Leia fidget spinner. Cool. The second one of these, so maybe put two of those together. Brickheads. Let me take a look at these. These are Mighty Mugs. These aren't anything I've really ever seen before. But yeah, like I say, messing with small numbers around here, but some of this stuff has probably gone up in price or maybe down. I don't know, but we'll see. If you get a ton of stuff and you pay a good price for it, then typically you got a little bit of work, you know, something to work with. Pay $1 or $2 for every item, $3, $5. Then you know what your bottom line is. You know, not everything you're gonna break even on every single item. You're just trying to break even on a lot. These are kind of interesting. I've seen these in the listing. These are like little chargers. Boba Fett. There's a Darth Vader one in here as well, somewhere. Another one of these. Got this nice Kylo Ren 12-inch. Another one of these candy dispensers. Battery's dead. Candy dispenser. Candy dispenser. Yoda chain. Kind of cool. Some more Mighty Mugs. C-3PO. Last one, Chewie. That's kind of weird looking. I don't know, but if somebody will pay for it, then that's on them. There was a spin. Couple more Happy Meal toys. This is somebody. Not sure exactly what character that is. This is, I don't even know if he's from Star Wars. I do not believe so. Not too many characters have glasses in Star Wars. So Hulk toy. Couple of pins. It's a keychain. Lando. Playing cards. And then these guys are kind of heavy, so I'm going to take a look, see what we got here. Hang on, I'll put you on my lap for a second. Ooh. So, half of his saber is missing, but at least it's a clean break, so it doesn't look awful. But Empire, M&M's, Star Wars Empire, I get it, limited edition, 2005, so kind of vintage. Put him over here. They're kind of heavy too. And then there's this other one, which is in better shape, complete. This guy right here, limited edition, 2005. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Like both of those. All right, so actually a couple more little small items. This is a Punk's Girl pen. This is the, I think his name is Dio or something, droid pen. People like these too. Make sure there's nothing hiding and small. All right, so let me be careful with these glasses. And then let's grab this other box right here. Again, this is another assorted small box. We have a Imperial Trooper with gun, awesome. Nice. Anything Clone Trooper, especially if it's got the gun, it's gonna sell well. Ooh, this might be a mess, y'all. I don't know if we're gonna do this one on camera or not. Let's kind of just dig slowly around. Little tiny Funkos. McDonald's toys. These are like bobbleheads. I don't really want to. 2019. Yeah, I guess I don't really want to do this one online. There's a ton of Funko. See, this is what I don't want to happen. So I have to find him. Yeah, but there's a ton of those little bobbleheads, which is cool. Hopefully Lando's head is in there. Yes, it is. Cool, found him. Put him back together. Maybe not glued yet. Yeah, I'm not sure. These are just cardboard inserts. Yeah, but I need to be careful with these because I don't know why she would package them like this, but it's all good. I'm curious on them. I see some heads down there. This is, yeah, these things kind of sell pretty good too. It's like a board game or something people play. Yeah, but I'm not really seeing anything else in here. Nothing sizable or anything. So we're gonna leave this box alone. And like I said, I need to be gentle when I'm doing this. I only got one hand. What we got right here though? This is the inventory type. Glad she included that. Not sure what this is. Some kind of clip. But yeah, we're gonna be careful with that one. Do that one off camera. But that thing is full of seams all the way to the bottom of these type of things, which is cool. It's like a whole mini Funko Pop set. All right, so let's get over here to these other two, and I think that's pretty much it. We've looked over everything. All right, so this guy is pretty big. You can see my foot well. There's my hand next to it. And he goes for a pretty penny online. And he seems like he sells pretty good too. Electronic. This was a Toys R Us exclusive, so kind of shows you the age of it at least. From the Force Awakens. And then our final box. Take a look. This is one the cats were digging. So I'll show you this one first. This is just something else I threw in there just to get it out of the car. It's a land speeder, desert land speeder with fan. And he'll sell. But this one, new in box, very heavy. Wasn't expecting him to be that heavy. This is a Hero Droid BB-8. And he's going for several $100s online, so hopefully he'll sell quick. He's brand new in package, still sealed, and I'm hoping that he'll pay for the majority of this entire lot. And then that and the R2 should pretty much combine, almost take care of this whole lot, or maybe not quite the whole lot, but those will help out. And then this stuff is just going to be stuff that just takes a little bit of time, but it's awesome to have. This one is going to be exciting to go through because, like I said, it's like hundreds of these, it looks like, of different characters, and they're all the way down. This is probably a 12-14 inch tall box. Cool to see a clone. Anything from the Clone Wars sells good. Yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in for this one. Hopefully it didn't take too long, but appreciate you joining. If you want any of this stuff, give me a call, give me a message, and I can send you a link, or we can meet outside of the internet. All right, appreciate y'all. Till the next one. Peace.